Good morning, teacher.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
So far, so good. Hi, Camila.
Profe, denme un momentito, voy a buscar algo. Hola, profesor.
Hi.
Hi.
Good morning, teacher.
Hi, Isabella. Hi, Rolando. Hi, Mirabel. Hi, everybody. Okay, ready? So we're going to make a review here about viruses, and we finished viruses yesterday, the last class, huh? Yes, okay. So we are going to make a review of everything, okay? Lesson chapter 1 and the part of viruses, right? Okay. Let me see here. We are going to begin with this part. Okay. Okay, we are going to begin with the living things and characteristics of living things. Okay. The living things have 6 main characteristics. Okay, So, which are those characteristics? The first one is that they have similar cellular organization, right? They contain similar chemicals, they use energy, they respond to the surroundings, they grow and develop and reproduce. Okay, the first one is the cellular organization. In cellular organization, the organisms are divided in two kinds, unicellular and multicellular. Unicellular is when they have a single cell, right? So this single cell is responsible for carrying out all the functions necessary to stay alive in these organisms, like bacteria. Organisms that are composed of many cells are multicellular, so the rest of organisms are multicellular. Stimulus, okay. So, stimulus. The response to surroundings. So, they are different kind of stimulus, yes, or stimuli. Include changes in light, sound, and other factors. So, an organism reacts to a stimulus with a response or an action of changing behavior when they receive a stimulus. Okay. Growth and development. All living things grow and develop. Growth is the process in becoming larger. Development is the process and change occurs during the organism's life production, or more complex. Reproduction. They could be a sexual reproduction that involves only one parent, or sexual reproductions that involves two parents, that combines the genetic materials and creates just one. It occurs in mammals most of the time. Where do living things come from? So during a lot of time, people believed that living things arise from non-living things. So it's called spontaneous generation. But the real thing is that living things arise from other living things through the reproduction. So two scientists began to work with them and develop a theory that says that the opposite. Okay, continue. Okay, one of the scientists was Ray's experiment. During the Ray's experiment, he created a control experiment in which one factor change in two examples that he used. The one factor that the scientist changes in experiment is called manipulated variable. So he used a manipulated variable for this. Pasteur experiment. There was other scientist called Louis Pasteur, a French chemist, designed another experiment that tests spontaneous generation. That experiment shown, along with Ray's work, finally disapproved the spontaneous generation. So with these experiments, they changed the theory of the spontaneous generation. Okay. What do living things need to survive? All living things must satisfy their basic needs for food, water, living space, and stable internal conditions. When you're talking about food, we have autotrophs and heterotrophs. The autotrophs create their own food, yes, and the heterotrophs obtain energy by feeding on other organisms. Or heterotrophs and autotrophs. Okay. So, all living things need water. Okay, water is very important because the cells move into a watery environment to make or perform their basic functions. Living space. All organisms need a place to live, a place to get food and water and find shelter. That's why it's very important. Oh, homeostasis. Stable internal conditions. So here, they say organisms must be able to keep the conditions internal. So the maintenance of stable internal conditions is called homeostasis. Okay, so homeostasis is the maintenance of stable conditions inside your body. Okay, continue here. Because we are going to make a little test of this. We are going to see how much you get. Classifying life. Why do biologists classify organisms? What are the levels of classification and how are taxonomic key useful? No, wait a minute. We're going to make the other one first. Let me see here if you are able to do it. Okay, here, no. Okay, we are going to see here a little test. Okay, Rolando, question number 1. Rolando, which of the following terms best describes green plants? Multicellular heterotrophs, multicellular autotrophs, or unicellular autotrophs, or unicellular heterotrophs?
Multicellular autotrophs.
Autotrophs, very good. Okay. Jose Gabriel, next. Which of the following is not a chemical of life? Is not a chemical of life. Mineral, water, nucleic acid, carbohydrate.
Nucleic acid.
Which one?
Nucleic acid.
Nucleic acid. Okay. It's your grade, it's not mine. The one factor that scientists changes in experiment is called the A, B, C, or D. Responding variable, hypothesis, control variable, manipulated variable. Natisha, Nietzsche.
B.
B, okay.
B.
Okay. B or D?
B.
B, the baby. Okay. Okay, a bird flaps its feathers to trap body heat to keep warm during winter months. This is an example of A, homeostasis, homeopathy, spontaneous generation, and sexual reproduction. Wait. No. Suleiman, A, B, C, or D?
Homeostasis.
Homeostasis. Okay, A. Prince, it's for you. Sexual reproduction involves only one parent, true or false?
False.
Okay. Sebastian, next for you. Next is for you. The process of change during an organism's life that results in a more complex organism is called growth. True or false?
True.
True. Okay, Mr. Padilla, next. Bacteria, the most numerous organisms on life, are multicellular organisms. True or false?
False.
False. Okay. Jose Alejos. Another name for living things is organisms. True or false?
True.
Organisms break down and build up materials in process called homeostasis. True or false? Wait. Nicole, true or false? Organisms break down and build up materials in process called homeostasis. True or false?
No lo sé.
You don't know? Farhana, true or false?
False.
False. Okay. In sexual reproduction, offspring are identical to the parent. Who's next here? Isabella. True or false?
False.
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 Camila, okay, wait. Your test, 70%. No, why? Describe how variables classify life, identify control variables, identify variables in experiment, vary how short-term, okay. 70%, you have to get minimum 80. Here it is 3.
Profe, pero esas son partes difíciles.
No, is this easy? True or false? Multiple choice.
Yes.
Okay, so we are going to continue. It is a review anyway. Classifying life. Okay. We are going to review and make other tests, right? I want you to get 80. Pay attention and take notes. Okay. Why do biologists classify organisms? So, scientists have identified more than 1 million kinds of organisms on Earth. That's why they have to classify them to recognize them better. Organizing living things into groups is exactly what biologists have done. Biologists group organisms based on similarities, just as grocers group milk with dairy products or tomatoes with oil produced. Classification is the process of grouping things based on the similarities. Biologists use classification to organize living things into groups so that the organisms are easier to study. So the scientific study of how organisms are classified is called taxonomy. Okay? Taxonomy is useful because once organisms is classified, a scientist knows a lot of information about the organism. Okay, next. Oh, okay. So there was someone, a taxonomist called Carolus Linnaeus. This guy was a botanist, and he devised a system of naming organisms. The name of this system is called binomial nomenclature. The binomial nomenclature means two names, right? Okay. He uses the genus and the species. The genus, okay, is the classification grouping that contains similar, closely related organisms. Organisms that are classified in the genus Felis, for example, shares characteristics as a sharp, retractable claws and behaviors such as hunting other animals. The second word, scientific name, or describes distinctive features of an organism. They are the species. A species is a group of similar organisms that can mate with each other to produce offspring. So they put here Puma concolor, right? Okay, so Puma is the genus and concolor is the species. Okay. Pay attention and take notes, please. Look at here, this one. Yes? It is a marble cat. The Felis marmara. Marmara means marble, so in Latin. Notice the marble pattern of this animal is coat. Okay, it's marble. So the marble is, okay, Marmora is the species and Felis is the genus. Okay, take notes. In the next test, I want you to get 80%. Oh. Okay, I mean, okay, we have time, no problem. Okay, so using binomial nomenclature, a complete scientific name is written in italics. Only the first letter of the first word in scientific name is capitalized. Notice the scientific names contain Latin words. Linnaeus used Latin words in this naming system because Latin was the language that scientists used during that time. So you're talking about 18th, 17th, okay? To work with classification. What are the levels of classification? Okay, so a domain is the broadest level of organization, domain. With domain, there are kingdoms. With kingdoms, there are phalia. If you check your book on page 18, you are going to find the classification with a beautiful picture, okay? Here is it is an ebook, so we don't have this thing over here. Okay, so a domain is the broadest one, then kingdom, then phalia, then phalia classes, into the classes orders, into the orders families. Each family contains more genera or genus, and finally we are going to find the species, okay? Look at here, domain, okay, eukarya. What is eukarya? The cells that have nucleus, right? Eukarya, remember the animals, okay, and plants. Kingdom, animalia, there is an animal, you are talking about this, okay? Phylum, chordata, because they have what? A spinal cord or vertebrae. Okay, class, Aves. Order, Striformes. Family, Estragidae, Jedidae. Genus, Bubo. Species, Bubo virginius. Oh, Virginia, okay. Okay, continue here. Next. How are taxonomic keys useful? So taxonomic keys are useful tools that help determine the identity of organisms. Yes, they help you to get this, the identity, okay? A taxonomic key consists of a series of paired statements that describe the various physical characteristics. Look at this one, it's like a chart, right? You can do with everything. For example, taxonomic key in a spider. Look at the spider here. Yes, it's just 0.4 millimeters. They say, okay, 1. Yes, they begins in 1. 1A and B has 8 legs, has more than 8 legs. Go to step 2. Go to step 3. Okay, suppose that it has, okay, it has 8 legs, right? So you go to step 2. Has one oval shape, body region. Okay, yes, it has it. They're describing the spider, right? I'm going to teach you how to do it. Okay, look at this one. It's oval, right? Then you stop to 5. No, to 4. 4 is less than 1 millimeter long. Yes, is less than 1 millimeter long. Then it's a mite. Okay. Mite. Okay. Then, okay, has claw-like pincers or has no claw-like pincers. Okay. No, it is like a flat. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 legs. Okay, it is a mite. Yes, it's not a spider. Okay, has no claw-like pincers. It's not a spider. Has a long tail with a stinger. It's a scorpion. It doesn't have no tail and stinger. It's pseudoscorpion, right? Okay, they classify them, the animals. It's really interesting. We have to do something at the school like that, right? When I come back. Yes, I'm going to make a lab like this one. Yes, we test. Test, test, test. No. Okay.
Profe, sin bullying.
Oh, that's really interesting. Oh, we have a scorpion, a spider, a mite. Look at this one. Oh, worm. Oh, this, what is this? Oh, that's really interesting. Okay, I like it.
Teacher, that is a millipede.
What?
Millipede.
Aquí
Yeah.
evolución del profesor.
The 50 millimeter is a millipede.
This one.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's really interesting. I like insects. Okay. You don't like to eat it? Alejandra, you don't eat insects?
Yeah.
That's delicious.
¿Qué pregunta es esa, profe?
Hormigas. Yo solo como hormigas.
Yes, okay.
No, profe.
You go to the test of this. Test. 80%, 80%, guys.
Esa es la evolución del profe. Esa es la evolución del profe.
What? Mm. Hey, okay.
Leave
Okay,
that
let's go
thing.
to the test. 80%, guys. I want 80%. Hey, don't scratch my screen. Oh, grow up. Si no maduran, yo los hago madurar con el Meret. Okay. Grow up, guys. Okay, this is, what is live? No, okay, next one. Okay, classifying life. Let's go with the test. Okay, Alejandro Garnica. Organizing rocks according to their similarities is an example of the process of organization, classification, identification. Which one? Your microphone. Okay.
Organization.
What?
Organization.
Classification.
Organization.
Organization.
Okay. Next.
Está mala, profe. No sé.
I know. Okay. So, is the scientific study of organisms are classified and named? Taxonomy, evolution, biology. No, Camila. ¡Ay, Camila! What? You don't know? José Alejos.
Taxonomy.
Which one?
Taxonomy.
Taxonomy. Okay.
Yo iba a responder.
Mirabel next. Mirabel next.
Teacher me quitó mi
Hey,
oportunidad.
don't play with my screen. I'm going to send you to 6th grade again. Okay. In the word in an organism's complete scientific name has its first letter capitalization. Longest Latin first.
Latin.
Latin, okay, Latin. Let me see something here. Yes. Okay. Okay, an eraser. Okay, so I just cleaned up my screen. Vamos a ver quién fue el gracioso de esto que aquí encontré. Ajá. Oh, ese le va a poner un 1. Aquí encontré el nombre.
Profe, vio que no fui yo. Yo no,
No,
fui.
tú no fuiste. Aparece, eso fue un nombre. Ok. Ay, qué pretty. Le voy a poner un 1. Ok, good.
¿Pero por qué me siguen culpando uno? A mí.
Ya sé quién es. Okay, the levels of classification of organisms in order are domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. The broadest least specific level is phylum, domain, family. They say the broadest least specific level is. Which one is the broadest? I read this one. Why you don't take
Yo, profe.
notes?
Yo, profe.
Isabela, go.
Domain.
Okay. Alejandro, do you raise your hand or was other Alejandro? You raise your hand? Okay, continue. Si no sacan 80%, le pongo un 1 a todos.
Cálmese, profe.
I
No hemos
want
llegado ahí.
80%. I want 80%. That's it.
Profe, no hemos llegado ahí. Por favor, paciencia.
To identify an unfamiliar organism, you could use a field guide and a Alejandra, cladogram outline taxonomy key. Aleja, which
Taxonomy key.
key? Okay, good.
Key, ¿verdad?
Okay. Jose Alejos, next. In Linnaeus classification system, the smallest group was the genus. True or false? True. True or false? What?
Hey, false.
False. Okay, next one. Solomon. This is for you.
Chacazulu.
As you move down the levels classification from domain to species, the number of organisms in each group increases. True or false? Wait, Mirabel, wait. True or false, Suleiman?
False.
False, okay. Mirabel, next one.
Profe, volvieron a rayar la pantalla.
Hey, I saw them. 2 ones. Okay. Organisms in the same family are less closely related than organisms in the same order. Mirabel, true or false?
False.
I don't know.
False.
Score is not mine. Is your score is not mine.
Profe, pero la mía yo la tuve por...
Anna, it is for you. Lineals
Tengo miedo.
according to similarities in observable features. True or false? Hannah.
Oh, it's doing.
Hey, dejen de rayar.
Hey.
¿Qué significa YP?
Profe, ¿qué significa? Ok, ya. True.
Siguen rayando.
I'm not sure.
It's
Hey,
me.
dejen de rayar.
Eso.
Dibujo el 1.
Teacher,
Profe,
nadie
yo
sabe. Yo ni siquiera voy a
Okay.
hacer.
Lineals classify organisms according to similarities. True or false? True or false?
True.
True or false?
True.
Okay, true.
I'm going to say yes.
Okay. Hey, wait a minute. I'm not going to play more with this. Okay, true? Okay, next. Felis concolor can mate with Felis domesticus. True or false?
Pero ¿para quién es, profe? Usted no dijo el nombre.
Para mí, teacher, usted me quita mi...
Ah, Camilita. Okay.
False.
False or true? False. Okay. I want you to get 80%. I want you to get it.
60.
Ah, you got it. 80%.
Ya logramos.
Congrats. Okay, pretty good, guys.
Me voy a poner uno a todo.
Yeah.
Usted.
So, Isabela told me how to look for people here who is writing.
Profesor, diga quién rayó. Póngalo.
No, it's going to appear in Mereb. No problem.
Chismoso,
Yeah. When they
chismoso.
call me, I say, teacher, they was squashing my screen.
Dígalo, profe, dígalo.
Y después se le dice al profesor que rayó por el 1.
Deja el chisme, deja el chisme.
importa,
no venga,
hombre.
niño.
Alejandra, ¿te imaginas que
Yes. Oh,
alguien rayó un
No,
tablero
no,
y
no,
sale el profesor ahí?
okay.
¿Y por qué me culpan a mí?
Porque tú eres el único que toca
You
la
are the only one.
No, yo tapo la
Appears
cámara,
one.
no lo hago, pero...
You know what I'm going to do, right? It appears one in Mereb. You know what it is. No problem. I don't have any problem. Okay.
¿Quién es?
Sale el profesor
Guys,
con el 1 que
have a
puso
nice
ahí.
weekend. See you next week. Right?
Necesito saber quién es.
Bye. Bye.
¿Qué es esa cosa?
Peace off. Bye.
Ay.
Ay.
Bye.